This week, we are looking back at some of the best work of our 9 News photojournalist, Corky Scholl, who recently passed away. Corky helped share the stories across many communities and cultures here in Colorado.
Tonight, he takes us to the Harlem of the West when he helped shine a light on the roots of Denver's historic 5 Points.
Why would we want to forget it? Why would we want to forget our history? The new people don't want to remember it for us. We got to remember it for ourselves.
It's something to behold. It's something special.
5 Points was the epicenter of what was going on in Denver music.
It's a part of history.
It's a most special place.
It was the Harlem of the West.
When you got to 5 Points, there was everything there.
Oh, it was magnificent. The good old days when 5 Points was 5 Points. It was an open, eventful, cultural, inner city neighborhood.
When I think of 5 Points, I think of jazz, and it permeates from 5 Points.
The neighborhood is changing, but this will always be the place for jazz.
There are a lot of firsts that come out of 5 Points. Many trailblazers, too many to count. And it's really important that folks in Denver and in the area understand what they have in the legend of Charlie Burrell and Norman Harris Sr.
You know, today there's a gentleman by the name of Norman Harris Sr. He is the godfather of 5 Points.
You can't think about 5 Points without seeing the work of Mr. Norman Harris Sr. This building was owned by Mr. Harris.
Norman Harris Sr. He was my grandfather.
It was 5 Points.
He was a businessman.
5 Points.
He was an entrepreneur. One of his biggest contributions was that particular building.
He rented it out to military veterans and made it affordable.
It's a special place for all these people you see. Most of them were born and raised here, right here.
Mr. Harris was quite a gentleman. He did a lot down there on the points.
That's the one that was 2 years older than me, Harris.
Thank you all for being here. The honoree today, Mr. Charles Burrell. He's the most important musician in the history of Denver. And here comes the birthday cake.
Charlie Burrell and 5 Points, the two go together.
Charlie was the first person of color to perform with a major symphony orchestra back in 1949.
He's often referred to as the Jackie Robinson of classical music.
So thank you so much, Mr. Burrell.
I have friends I haven't forgotten about, I never will forget.
When you think about 5 Points and jazz, Charlie Burrell has got to be the name at the top of the list. He became the house bassist at the Rossonian Hotel, playing with some of the most famous jazz musicians.
I asked you, I said, did you ever play for Billie Holiday? And you asked me, which time?
I try to imagine what it would be like to have that longevity and live that long.
That was way back in those days, okay.
And see incremental and slow change for so long.
It'd be different, but it'd still be 5 Points.
And then all of a sudden, see this rapid clip of development.
There's a change coming. There's a change coming.
5 Points is going through a major, very rapid transition.
3 to 5 years from now, you won't be able to recognize the place.
Rapid development, huge buildings coming in, the demographics are shifting.
It's different. It's different now, you know?
It don't feel the same anymore. It doesn't feel like home no more. Denver has a future, and you ain't included.
That Ink Coffee sign, it seemed like sort of a poke in the eye, a mocking of the history of the community.
To put up a sign saying we're happily doing this, it's insulting.
It's sad.
It makes you feel like that you're losing. You know, the whole history is being lost.
5 Points doesn't feel like a community right now. Community looks like groups living in unity and understanding their interconnectedness. Community to me means taking care of your elders. Community to me means honoring our past and knowing where we came from.
Today we thank Norman Harris Sr., 5 Point Jazz Festival Parade Grand Marshal.
Part of the work that Norman Harris Sr. did around the affordable housing for veterans was about building community.
And it's going to be hard to, pass this building and think about Mr. Harris not being here.
You can't talk about Denver without talking about Norman Harris.
A lot of people in Denver are still grieving the loss of Norman Harris Sr.
As a businessman, he loved the Five Points. He was always trying to find a way to preserve the heritage of the community.
It hurts that he's not here physically, but he's here. He's here in every move I make, I promise. He's here.
Unforgettable, though never far.
If you had a chance to spend time with Norman Harris Sr., he was a lover of all people, young, old, middle-aged, and Charlie is the same way. It's time to really honor and pay attention to both of these men.
Hello.
Charlie?
Yes?
5 Points to me is legacy and history
We just wanted to wish you well for tonight.
and trials and tribulations and triumphs.
We're going to be happy to see you run up on that stage.
All of those adjectives embody Charlie Burrell.
I love the guy, and it's going to be fantastic to honor him in the Colorado Music Hall of Fame.
I took a trip on the train and
Charlie. Hi, brother. How are you?
looking dapper, my friend, but you always have. I passed the shadow.
For Charlie to be here to accept that award, it's great to commemorate that. Legacies are lost if they're not tended to.
Come on in, Charlie.
His ascension to the Colorado Music Hall of Fame, it cements his legacy. He means everything to jazz music in general, but specifically, he is jazz music when I think about Denver and 5 Points.
And here he comes. Here he comes at 97 years young. Here he is with that $1 million smile, the one and only Charles Edward Burrell Sr. Look at that, Charlie.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
5 Points has always had a special energy. It's always been an epicenter of creativity and vibrancy. And there's something extremely special about it that can never be erased.
And that's about it.
The best of Corky right there. He really had this innate ability, something I particularly appreciate. He could go to these neighborhoods, specifically, marginalized Black neighborhoods, and just kind of show them in such this beautiful artistic way that you don't always get to see that type of and level of representation, certainly on local news. And he just had a knack for that. It was just beautiful.
We've said it many times this last week that he knew how to get people to talk to him and trust him. And I think it shows why people trusted him with their stories, because look what he does with it. It's such a beautiful piece, and we will continue to share Corky stories as I know we're wrapping down this week, but I mean ongoing, of course. Just trying to honor our good friend that we miss very much, Corky Scholl.